Let the games begin. I should already have that. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Training will begin with reviewing and testing fleet functionality necessary for future missions.
Operations.
Mission goals are expressed as objectives. Missions may require multiple objectives to be accomplished, either linearly or concurrently.
You monster.
Situational
Hey,
awareness
give me
is
those
key
back.
for control over the
Hey.
battlefield.
Give me those back. Alright. Full disclaimer, guys. I played a little bit of this while on a call with Metro. He got most of my rage from this. But I'm gonna be basically going through the controls here and trying to make it as best I can because, my god, this game, I love it and it pisses me off at the same time. Like, can't even begin to tell you.
Practice rotating your view.
So I'm gonna basically go through the tutorial and then reset all my controls and continue to kind of build it how I want. If you notice, when I have a unit, it presets it to the M menu. This is gonna take me for a while to get used to because I'm used to it being shift and I can't seem to change that, and it utterly pisses me off. Like, utterly pisses me off. So I'm hoping we can get that changed in the full review game, but yeah, we'll see how things go. I don't have it set to WASD. Is that... I'm gonna have to set the... whatchamacallit. Like, literally, this is gonna be me bumbling the damn controls, and hopefully this will help other people when they set their stuff. I think it's this one. For classic controls, quote-unquote, but... it's not doing it. I thought that was that, but apparently it's not, so whatever. We've got to use the arrow keys, which is fine. I just don't like ducking left and right on everything.
Next is moving your view.
But I already turned my sensitivities up so much. So I heard that the game got delayed by 4 weeks, probably to fix minor things. But here's the thing. I know that they also had a group of players play their full build. I wasn't part of that, sadly, which I feel bad over, but, you know, whatever, say levy. But I imagine there's probably other things that they're trying to rework, possibly for the campaign balance, because if you remember good old, like, OG Homeworld 2 and its campaign balance, it was probably nuts. But we'll see how things go here. So, translate camera. I don't like that I have to hold right-click to activate these keys. I would rather just have them, but I think it just enabled them, so it's fine.
Finally, adjust the height of your view to gain or reduce elevation in the mission area.
That kind of annoys me, that we have to hold Q and E for these controls.
Attempt to gain a close view of the allied carrier above.
But see, if I hit that, that's weird. I'm just gonna pan around with any set of controls here to make it work. And this is just how high you can turn things up. I hope we can turn it up higher in the future.
At any time, the mothership can be quickly returned to via a dedicated command. Try this now.
Was that the home key or the back? Yeah, I don't like what they did with F4. That pisses me off.
This is command.
Backspace and home, I don't mind. Because I think in Homeworld 1 we had those controls.
Channel open. Stand by.
Yeah, space menu.
The sensors manager is critical for quickly surveying the entire mission area all at once.
I also get why they locked all the controls until you get to them. It's just kind of annoying.
Good. The direction of critical positions in the mission area.
Also, this pan speed is too slow. But I appreciate what they've done to preserve this menu.
This second marker points towards objectives and related points of interest. Finally, the last marker indicates the direction of any combat events currently underway.
And I've also been analyzing the hard points on the mothership to see where the blind spots are.
As well as their line of sight. Orders can also be issued from this view. All units have a sensor's range. Their effective sighting radius as a sphere around them.
And I do like the
Units
damage
outside
that
this
they
range
show
are
and
usually
how
undetectable.
ships actively take stuff based off of what hits them where. That's a really cool feature.
All units have differing
You can see the front of your ships get absolutely shredded in combat now. But you can also see where they kind of modularized it.
Crucial information on enemy positions. Resources are highlighted with triangular points of interest.
So you can see like that whole section's broken off in a certain region
At
there,
any
but
time, a tactical pause can be issued.
yeah,
Use this to your advantage to plan or issue orders under high stress.
I
or
like how they
time-critical
actually have
situations.
also set it so that you can lower that. I just have no idea how that's going to work in multiplayer.
Initiate and then cancel a tactical pause now. Note that while paused, units cannot react to orders. Likewise, objectives cannot be completed. Operation speed can be reduced by intervals of 25% using the dedicated command. Try this now.
Channel open.
Before beginning operations, we will focus on the mothership.
That's really going to take my brain a hot second to adjust it to M, but it can be doable.
Dedicated command to enter a focused view. Try this now. When ships have been focused on, your view will be set to orbit around the subject. Attempt to orbit your view
With
around
unit
the
weapons.
mothership
I think
with
that's the
it in focus.
subsystem control, but
Operations.
what was it trying to have me do? Rotate the camera while focused on you. Okay, yeah.
Your view can also be zoomed in and out from the subject. Try this now.
Ooh. So, fun fact, the scroll speed, I've
Now
literally
for command.
buffed the hell out of everything
All unit
because it was
operations
way too
begin
damn
by
slow on start.
designating a unit to issue orders to.
Blah, 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 yeah.
Start by selecting the resource controller. Yeah, controller here. Not all ships are combat vessels, but each class of ship has a unique role, function, and set of abilities. The mothership is a slow
I
but
think what
well-armored
I
shipyard,
dislike the least
capable
is
of
what they
fending
did
off
to
rudimentary
resource
threats on its
collection.
own. The resource controller's resource ability is used to harvest resource units.
They
RUs,
doubled down on having like a
primarily from
mobile
resource
station
patches
to
found in
utilize,
asteroids or structural
like what they did
debris.
in Homeworld 2 with the mobile refineries, and they somehow
With the
made
resource
it
controller
a
selected,
little worse,
begin
in my
a
opinion.
resource operation.
I also
These
hate that they
RUs
changed it to
will be
Q
used
from
in further
H.
ship production and research.
Yeah, H is now like
Additional resource
hints.
controllers allow
Like, I have to hit
collection of
Q,
RUs
but it
from
doesn't-
multiple resource sites at the same time.
Like, I have to still select a position after I hit it.
Controllers are unarmed and should be protected. While very vulnerable, they have several additional
Well, no,
uses,
okay, it says it
including
comes to the
recovering
closest, but
mission-vital
still.
objectives in the AO, and in some circumstances, even
Ugh.
capturing enemy ships.
I have no idea how the
Growing
capturing's
fleet is
gonna work,
essential for
but
every operation.
that's weird.
Open the Build and Research Command interface to begin unit production.
This annoys me too. It's
In some instances, technology must be researched before production can begin. Recon strike craft
It's
are now available. Research
in one
order to
menu.
produce a small contingent of ships for the fleet.
You can't rebind the keybind. You can only rebind a few things. You can't rebind everything. Otherwise, I would practically rebind everything at this point. Again, I find it... They definitely streamline things on the interface compared to Homeworld 2.
Now that the technology is available, the fleet can be reinforced.
But, yeah...
Motherships and carriers specialize in unit production. Larger or more powerful ships take longer to build, as well as more resources. If the fleet runs out of resources, production will stall during its creation.
I don't know. There's just so many little things about this game that I don't really enjoy for an RTS standpoint. Like, now you can't
Coming through.
micro
Receiving.
your individual collectors. It has to be done through a controller.
Go.
I hate how I have to toggle my formation unless I hold a
Military
button
units can
down.
be selected for orders like non-military ones, but all military units can be selected at once through the dedicated command. Try this now.
Group
And
one
then
assigned.
I'm so used to hitting F4 for
Move
aggressive
the contingent
tactics,
of
but
recon
that's
ships to the
for
marked point to scout
selecting
beyond our
that, so
position.
you have to toggle, which we
Our
have to get
units
to
can
that
take
spot.
advantage of terrain as a shield against oncoming threats. During combat, pilots will attempt to take advantage of whatever cover is nearby. But
I
giving
feel
them
like with
path
how I
directions that
bound
take
the
advantage of
movement,
cover
this'll
can
be...
paramount to mission success.
In the long run, I feel like
Units
this will
can
be
also
more
directed
efficient than
to
the shift
positions out in
menu.
open space.
It's just, I hate it. I honestly hate it. But I think I'll get there.
We're on the move.
Attention. New heading. Move us out.
Attention. Hostile presence detected ahead.
And then it shows how she'll path.
Direct our units to engage the hostile presence.
Ops controller, site looks good. Collection is underway.
And then I honestly can't tell, like, when they're full or whatnot, so I can't micro resources anymore if I need to pull them back to immediately, like, haul stuff in. And then if I zoom out enough, it goes into the tactical, or was that because I was in an asteroid?
Mothership.
Check deflection, make them count.
I do appreciate the banter. I never played Gothic Fleet, or Battlefield Fleet Gothic from 40K.
Did you see that? Capital ship is off the board. Ready.
Did they just consider that a capital ship?
Site. Sensor alert, enemy strike craft.
Ion engaging. Vector
Go
is
with
clear.
message. Send it.
Ion moving to fire. Clear the lane.
And then A is dock instead of D now. I just...
Tracking solid here. Use my lead.
Standing by.
Area caution.
Group 1 reinforced.
You're docking, right? I don't know why I just paused like that.
Ready. Receiving.
There, set target.
I did find an interesting bug, though, that I'm already going to exploit the hell out of. I'll show you guys in a
Go with
second.
message.
I just also kind of hate that I can't do a certain type of toggling because of how close they have certain hotkeys.
Attention.
Receiving.
Scopes on that thing. Don't.
Position secured. Ship behavior can also be controlled through formations and stances.
What the hell is that, man?
Start a new formation.
What was it? I forget. I have to hold... Yeah, I have to right-click,
Formations
and then I gotta
change how
memorize
ships
where all
align
these...
themselves in relation to one another.
But when you put them in
Formations
aggressive
can
in the
affect
sphere, they don't
movement,
open the
ability to
sphere
focus
anymore.
fire damage,
That's what
and
annoys
even
me.
vulnerability to certain weapon types.
Because that's how you would really
In
murder
addition,
people
placing units
in,
formation, behavior can be fine-tuned through stances.
in
Stance
aggressive.
influences many factors, including unit formations.
And I hate how if I
patterns,
miss
and
hit,
cover
that
usage.
screws that.
Standing by. Allied ships inbound. Adjusting.
Operations.
Ready. Set.
Group 1 reinforced.
Can't get loose.
Oh, these are so hard to see.
Roll out and re-engage.
Clear the channel.
Is she not shooting? Yes, she is. Oh, so those are like sea whizzes. Which makes a lot of sense.
Increase turn.
Send.
Yeah, I'm too close to any production facilities to pull anything off.
Locked up.
Ready.
Evading.
Feels a little janky when I zoom in and out. Like it doesn't immediately pan in.
Hostiles destroyed. Transferring command of the Allied interceptor strike craft to you now.
You know, Solomon's, I said the exact same thing. I am getting massive Homeworld Complex mod vibes. And I originally thought population meant like controlling my actual population instead, so I'm like, oh shit, did they just complex this? Because I'm like, bro, if they did that...
Interceptor reads. Ready to copy. DC, interceptor lead. Echo back with SLS clearance.
With what clearance?
As mentioned prior,
What
carriers
to
can also build
SOS?
units. Switch to the newly transferred carrier in the build menu to begin.
I also
unit
do
production.
appreciate that you have this interface now. I hope it labels
Build
the,
additional interceptors from the carrier now.
I hope it labels them as like carrier 1, 2, and 3, or maybe you can name the ships. Because you can see, and this is another cool feature I hope they add, you see the name of the ship right there. So if you can customize your own capital, or, you know, frickin' your own mothership's name, and then you can customize the names of like your carriers, and then you can get them on this interface. That would actually be very, very useful.
Carrier comms open.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, games copy what the mods make all the time. I mean, that's what Skyrim did. That's what Fallout New Vegas did. Like, I wish it would hit you with the maximum number of XYZ ships reached instead of letting you build over.
Can't build capital ships. They're more mobile than the
Like, I get
mothership
having it on
and quickly
queue
reposition
immediately,
themselves
but
across a battlefield.
yeah.
Send message.
I really wish I had these hotkeys. But it's fine. It just memorized in a new format.
Coordinates confirmed.
And then I gotta click out
Send message.
when I don't want to move them.
Ready to copy. Send transmission.
Again, it feels really foreign to me that I don't have a research
Bolstering
menu to
unit
then.
numbers is only one way to reinforce the fleet. New abilities for units can also be researched.
Do all that.
Which will give units extra utility or an edge in battle.
Begin researching the ability upgrade for interceptors.
See, like, that's tucked away in a pocket. Feels kind of weird, but, you know,
Interceptor reads.
we make do.
Send transmission. Interceptor.
Once researched, the technology is made available for all units it applies to.
That's another
Most
feature I
units
don't
will
like.
not use their abilities automatically and must receive
I-
direct orders. With
I
good
really
timing,
miss the Homeworld
this can burn the
Cataclysm
tide of an
feature of having to
operation.
upgrade your ships.
Test the newly researched ability
But
now.
I mean, I'm gonna hit the pause button real quick. That's what it feels like. There's way too many things that are streamlined in this game. So like the whole side of logistics feels rushed. Like, I mean, the fact that you don't really do resource management anymore, and I'm assuming the D to the 4 means how many resource collectors you have, and you can destroy these individually, and then the ship will auto-produce its own, and they'll come out of that little hole right there. Does that cost resources, or do I get those back for free, like, you know, missiles on a missile corvette, or, you know, missile destroyer? That's the term I was using. The interface just feels really streamlined, but in Homeworld 1, part of the thing you had to manage was being in build menus or research menus and then going out and constantly doing recon. Now that everything's on your screen at the same time, it makes things easier. I haven't seen fuel on these ships, which I know they got rid of in Homeworld 2, but, you know, there's less micro for your ships, and now upgrades, again, they just automatically apply again. It feels like it's really streamlined again, and I feel like that kind of takes away from it.
Receiving.
And I know people were, you know, back and forth on everything on the Homeworld 1 feature. Some liked the changes with Homeworld 2, some didn't so much, but again, it feels a little more on the mainstream side when they take those features away. What I hope, though, is that they bring back the option of having them on or off like they did in Homeworld 1, at least for, like, fuel. Because that meant strike craft were a lot more difficult to work with. Also, I just want to quickly comment, what is up with the carrier looking like a giant Homeworld 2 interceptor? What is up with the interceptors, like all the frickin' Higaran strike craft looking like Gen 1 Homeworld Kushan and Taidan ships had a baby? Like, they're more Taidan-y, to be perfectly honest.
Send transmission.
Like, I'm trying to figure that one out, bro.
Received.
What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh yeah, the overcharge ability. This is another thing. Like, this is why they have all the micro menus here, so if you have multiple units selected, you can do multiple micro choices, but I don't know, it's a weird call.
Units to take advantage of the tunnel to navigate, shielding them in the event of oncoming fire. Direct the contingent to the target position.
I do like this system too. It's very
Copy.
unique, and I'm assuming that's because, you know, if you put your units in cover and whatnot, it shields things from sensors. Again, cool feature. Helps to limit the UI. I get that. It's cool.
Recon. On location. Ready to come.
And then what? You just cut it through?
Coming
Yeah.
around.
Location secured.
I just hate how it automatically goes to this tactical interface instead of wireframing it, because it confuses you. It's like, oh, am I back in the frickin' space menu?
Receiving. Interceptor reads.
Attention.
Move us in.
Also, the mothership is fast. Have you noticed that? She is a speedy boy now.
Attention. Waypoint set. Move to location.
Helm, update. Move us out.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Move the strike craft to the new location.
Go. Vector set.
Well, I mean, now that you literally build resource controllers and they mine on your own, what is stopping a mothership rush?
Hostiles are intercepting a friendly carrier. We must provide aid. Attack the enemies now.
Ready. Awaiting orders. Confirm inbound. Recon here. Lock it up. Hostiles tracked. Frigate closing range. Systems go. Send. Enemy frigate engaging target. Ready. EOS has them. Let's go, let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt this little trick that I found.
Strike craft.
The combat effectiveness of an engagement force is often directly proportional to its ship composition, size, and ability to focus fire on an enemy. Cannon fire and missiles travel through real space and will collide with obstacles. Positioning ships behind large objects or behind other larger ships, such as the mothership, can significantly blunt
What
the
I've
effect of
noticed-
certain enemy assaults.
Attack, strike craft. We have contact.
Is if you have...
Roll through.
Combat operations.
If you have multiple groups of stuff between each
We have
other,
well practiced all the techniques necessary
you can
for
put
our main
strike craft in
operations.
between
You may
them,
exit basic combat training.
push them
Or
to
remain
one
for
side,
instructions
and
on
then
more
immediately
advanced
turn them
operations.
around, and they will immediately start engaging it. So if you get it right in the timing, the ship will literally start just turning left and right and continuously fire its guns. Not including the interceptor ability. It's very situational, but it has that old Homeworld 1 bug of if you can position your strike craft just right, you can literally just keep firing. Which is similar to what you would do with the claw sphere formation of constantly putting your forces in and out of passive and aggressive to basically make them evasive, but also have them continuously mag dump targets.
Orders, such as movement directives, can be queued. Ships will carry out these orders in sequence, though orders such as attacking or using special abilities will prevent further orders from queuing. Queue several orders now.
Interceptor reads. DC, interceptor. On approach, please advise. DC, come in.
I'm surprised these didn't come in.
Stacked and ready.
New position. There.
Position set. Helm confirmed.
So now it has stacking orders. I'm assuming that's what.
Send message. Green line confirmed.
It's when you hold shift. Okay. So waypointing, essentially.
Friendly ships can be assigned to a group for quick reference in and across the battlefield.
Yeah, that one.
Assign one or more ships to a control group.
That one people know.
Approach, please advise.
What I'm wondering is with the debris,
Fleet, recon lead.
what can be harvested and what can't be. I also love how
Head over here.
beat up ships look.
Recon, move complete.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. We're not gonna see the beast. We're not gonna see the beast, but I wish we could see the
Assign any
beast.
unit to a control group. Once assigned, a control group can be quickly found across the battlefield and can be useful while attempting to manage several different battles at once. A ship can even belong to several control groups for very fine control over the fleet.
Some ships are capable of laying
I know,
mines,
right? That took me a second to
support
realize that
via
that was
area
Samta,
denial.
but oh. Oh boy, mine lane. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Mine lane was more of a Homeworld 1 tactic. Homeworld 2 I rarely saw it spec'd
Lay
in,
mines
other than
using any pattern.
to just stop people.
Mine layer here.
I'm ulting you, why is it not? There we go. That took a weird second.
On station.
Like, mines were really effective, but they were very, very niche.
On
Wait.
station. Standing by. Mine layer standing by. Mine layer here.
I've hit an ability.
Lay a group of mines using any of the available patterns.
Can I not set them? Do they have to be...
On station. On station.
Bruh. Where's the button to...
Standing by.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Okay. So if you want to lay a wall, you have to basically set it from its position to wherever you want to do it instead of making... Well, okay, so that's the Homeworld 1 method.
It takes
Okay.
time to lay mines. If a ship laying mines is interrupted at any point, any existing mines will be active, but the shape may not have full coverage. Ensure mine-laying ships have enough time to allow for full pattern coverage.
And the pattern's based off of
In
what you
some
pick.
situations,
So if I...
persistent area denial or defense of a certain position is crucial for victory.
Wait, what the hell? Unit turret. So this is Homeworld 2's turret stuff. But...
Deploy a turret.
Oh, this is being wonky.
We hear you.
So these are basically the gun pods from Junkyard Dog. Alright. And then we just, what? Deploy? Invalid target, bruh. Hello? So when I'm in this interface, I can't...
Deploy any type of
It
turret
doesn't let me
to a
do
nearby solid
the
surface.
hold M to move the thing up and down, so that's kind of buggy. I have to hold my right mouse button with it too. That's... But that cancels it. So I have to then get out... that's very wonky. Alright, hopefully that's fixed for the regular game. It doesn't need a surface. No, it's a freaking spaceship. Does it need a surface? Oh. Okay.
The deploy order can be issued regardless of the distance between the turret and the target surface.
Does it want me to put it on a certain place? What happened to just putting it in space? What? You're killing me. What do you mean? Right to cancel, left to deploy. What's a... Bruh.
Turrets can be redeployed without first undeploying them if desired. Simply issue a deploy order to a new location. Multiple turrets can also be deployed in rapid succession, allowing groups of turrets to quickly secure one or more
So they're
locations.
mobile now.
Multiple
Okay.
turret types exist. Select the one best suited
So
to the
that's
situation
why.
and
They
goals of the
basically...
mission.
They've set them so now you can move them around.
We've now reviewed all techniques required for effective
And it's like a frickin' Gao platform. I can see why they've done it now. That's weird. Okay.
Send message.
Huh. Then you have a hotkey for here that you can toggle up and down. I've noticed this too. Ships don't auto repair. That's gonna be interesting. Huh. Oh yeah, no. Homeworld 1 and 2, they auto-repaired. Cataclysm, they didn't auto-repair until you got an upgrade. So I don't know if Homeworld 3 is gonna let you auto it. But, who knows. I'm assuming you can repair with the resource units then, because otherwise that's weird. What's this? Blah, blah, blah. No, okay, we're going right to, Oh, wow, that's a lot of artifacts. Okay. Challenges, lovely. 10 levels, 5 sets of objectives. As you can see, I did do a few because I was trying to figure things out. And these give you access to upgrades. New pattern with 4 ion turrets. What? What's a dominance fighter? So there's both a campaign fleet and a wargame fleet. So there's 3 types of those, but I don't see anything named dominance. We have battle cruisers. We've got platforms. This is probably all subject to change. Support frigate, I'd imagine, is your healing one then. Suppression frigate's probably your flak frigate. Yeah, there's only the Railgun Corps. I wonder if Wargames has something different. But you also have... The hell's an Incarnate fleet? Oh, the symbol's different. That's the other faction we're fighting. Neat. So you have a strike craft fleet. So that's all locked, and I can't see it yet. But otherwise, you have all this. Okay. Okay, now we have everything here. So, Interceptor, right. You got your bomber, Assault Recon. The fuck? Oh, it's just a simulation. And then you have this, which is just... You can cloak bombers now. Not gonna lie, that's pretty useful in the sense that you can sneak bombers to targets now. And I wonder if the armor penetration actually packs a decent punch. So they only have one type of frigate out. And it's a backline ship. So it's a heavy bomber. Interesting. Then you've got your anti... I'm sorry? How is it an anti-fighter ship if... What? I don't think that's correct. Because the only way it would be an anti-fighter is if they went the multi-beam route, but from what I'm reading here, it's a single shot, and it looks like they're turning it into like more of a sniper ship similar to the railgun, so I think that's just a typo. So yeah, here's your support frigate. So you need some of these to keep your shit alive. Okay. Suppression is, yeah, your anti-strike craft. What? Held in the barrel long enough to initiate fusion state time detonation on target. What the hell does that mean? Huh. So it's got railguns and ballistic hand. Basically that, but... Hold on. What's the difference between that and the assault frigate? So the assault frigate's beefier. No, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. So it's 12,500 and that's 900. So... It's just a more powerful version of it. And I guess that's because different fleets have different builds. So some get suppression frigates, some get assault frigates. Because it's got the, yeah, because it's got the same exact weaponry as that. It's just one has light and the other one I think is medium. So this is definitely your anti-corvette. This is... Oh... So this is just a more powerful ion frigate. Because when I saw beam, I'm like, oh, okay, so that's going to be your multi-beam frigate, but no. Barrage torpedo. Simulation unit. So this isn't a guarantee that exists, but I mean, it would make sense that they bring in a torpedo frigate. Plus, we just shot at some of those, and then they have a mine layer frigate. Which is the mine layer ship we just used. And I guess in war games, that would be nice to basically defend your resource operation. Because I'm assuming these would... Well, if the mines are what they used to be, then they're not really going to be that effective against fighters. Corvettes they can snack pretty easily. But that's basically just to guard your resource operation. I wonder if you could meta the AI with them. Then you've got Destroyer and Battlecruiser. Yeah, it's like the frickin' Homeworld 2, baby. What does she got? Yeah, so... Wow, they put torpedoes on her. Interesting. I gotta see if the controller does it, like, remake. And I wonder how the capture mechanic's gonna work. Weak versus weaponized opponent. Jesus Christ. At least they still have their sense of humor. So yeah, I gotta wonder... Oh my god. So she can resource herself because... Do the carriers have that ability? Hold on. No, they just have a production boost. But I could see that being useful. But that's basically something you always want to toggle on your micros. They've got light railguns. Only 29,000 health. Destroyers 33. Okay, so they're really adding armor to that. But I'm curious here. So overcharge, self-repair. Wow. So yeah, it's only an ability for certain ships. What does Destroyer have? Volley, that makes sense. And then you have no abilities. You're just a hulking piece of junk. I wish I could see the speed of the units, too. I missed that. Okay, no, here it is. So... Thruster max speed is 200. Rotation speed is 16. But what are the stats of the mothership? Because that thing was quick. Yeah, so the mothership can outrun... The fucking mothership can outrun battle cruisers. That's gonna be a meme, isn't it? Can't outrun destroyers though, but that's funny. Then what the hell are incarnate? So that's a dominance fighter. Okay. And then a beam fighter, which I'm assuming is their bomber. What the fuck is Sajet doing? Why have you given the enemy ion cannons? Okay, so they're more Vager-esque, because they have more Corvette technology. So, Assault Corvette is going to be anti-frigate, so that's like the Laser Corvette, essentially. Plasma Corvette is more bomber-focused Disruption Corvette. Masonic Disruptor Beam. Oh, okay, so that's what you send to go frickin' mess with stuff. Capture Corvette. Yeah, okay. And the Nova Corvette. So this is just a more advanced bomber. Why do these guys look like a mix of Vager and Progenitor technology? Have you noticed that? Like, that's definitely more Vager-esque, but I didn't really see it in the Corvettes, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking of Sejuk and the Dreadnought. It's kind of weird. It would make sense for the plot. Don't get me wrong. And yes, the Kushan Thievery memes will return. I will definitely do a playthrough where I try to capture everything. I just hope they don't set it the way they did in Homeworld 2 and just derelict the ship instead of letting you take it. Smart Missile Frigate. Codename Fatal. So it's a sniper frigate. So it seems there is a really big focus on having a bunch of ships in a backline. That is definitely something. Yeah, and then they have a multi-beam frigate, which is interesting. It exists to bring... So it's basically their name for their ion frigate. Okay. And then what? Electric Warfare frigate? Capable of slowing the target vessel. So these guys seem really, really hell-bent on capturing. Because they've got both a Corvette and a frigate that focuses on slowing the enemy down and then capturing stuff with Corvettes. So I wonder if that level 10 fleet is just focused on stealing shit. So they've got a railgun transport. Interesting. These have to be fillers, because there's no way that they would have actual Kushan stuff. It is interesting that they are basically... Because if I were to look at these guys, for example... Again, right off the bat, I'm thinking Taidan. Which is weird for a Higaran faction. And then this just reminds me of that... I think it's from... It's either from Command & Conquer Supreme Commander Forge Alliance, where it's like the bomber design, but... Yeah, you have Torpedo and Barrage Torpedo, so I assume that one's more long range, but... I can't help that... Again, these feel very... It feels very Progenitor-esque. Huh. Alright. I'm assuming I have to make my own lobby because this will quick play me. And I want a solo. It's probably going to be a bad idea, but I want to give one try on my own just to see if I can micro properly, and then I'm going to be playing this with Metro tomorrow, but I want to get my... But basically tonight was all about getting my UI set up. And I got a level from C'est La Vie. Oh yeah, it's a Gearbox game. Duh. And I can customize the profile. So there's 10 fleets, and the 10th one gives you... Interesting. Captured and reverse-engineered incarnate vessels. Huh. Favoring swarm tactics. I guess I can see what they're going for. They are trying to make bombers more useful. Because I'm going to be honest, bombers in Homeworld 1 were not that useful. They were good for early to mid-game raiding, but by late game, unless you went all in on bombers, it was very easy to counter bombers with missile destroyers, with multi-gun corvettes, even heavy corvettes. Bombers was just a really expensive capping to just annihilate an opponent's resource operation, even if it was moderately guarded. But that required a lot more micro. Homeworld 2, bombers were a great early and mid-game unit. For the same reasons of you would basically use them to target specific subsystems, like if your opponent rushed a shipyard and a capital ship facility. You would use bombers to basically blow up the capital ship facility to stall them so you could get your battle cruisers out first. Here it really does look like they're trying to have more of an emphasis on bringing bombers out and constantly having them as a threat, similar to how we see other games. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. Recon vision bonuses also increase damage. I have no idea what that means. What do we got for game settings? Standard difficulty, larger, reduced available resources, larger enemy incursions. We'll just keep it basic. And that's it. Okay. Alright. So right off the bat, I've got strike craft over there.
Awaiting orders.
Heading confirmed. Adjust.
Those are just dominance fighters
Sizable
there.
incarnate forces incoming. They are pushing further into friendly space. Higaran Command suspects there is an incarnate base within this sector. Engage hostile forces and plot a route to their base of operations. We must find and destroy this base.
Threat detect. Fleet. Threat closing.
Enemy forces arriving shortly. Begin resourcing operations.
Yeah. Alright, so he ran
Command
way
will
too
send
far
an
ahead.
objective soon.
Ready. Controller copies.
Yeah, he's got all four.
Go for interceptor.
Alright, now I gotta figure out
Systems go. Send.
what I want to micro here.
Receiving. Fleet. Interceptor lead. In position and standing by.
I'm gonna try groups of 9.
Receiving. Received. Flight. We are ETO.
How do I...
Light it up.
There's no...
Incoming hyperspace signatures detected.
Okay.
Ready for attack.
Move complete.
Wait, how do I have 12? Oh, okay.
Send transmission. Send message. Recon on location.
So hold on, I'm gonna re-micro you guys.
Systems go. Send.
This is a giant-ass wreck. There's another group of resources there with some fighters on guard. That's fair. And I've got... This, again, this feels like... I don't know. What would be living in a derelict like this? Either weird tyrannic raiders or,
Ready.
Again, there's just a weird semblance to, oh my god, what are they called? Progenitors. So I have a feeling I'm going to eventually need ion cannon frigates.
Combat alert.
And I'm going to get support frigates out too. Alright.
Ready.
Ready to copy. Gunnery, cycle target. Focus fire on hostile corvette.
Enemy corvette. Targeting. Break. Check target. Receiving. Ready.
A
Oh,
remnant of the 5th Fleet has been found. We
The
need
what?
to scan the wreckage for data and life signs.
Keep the area clear of enemy vessels until salvage operations are complete.
Send message. Yeah, copy. Move complete. Interceptor holding.
okay.
Send message. Helm reposition.
I'm worried about leaving the
Go for
resource
interceptor.
operation on its own.
Comms open. Send.
On me. Maintain visual. Interceptor
Does
on
the
station.
support frigate allow for docking?
Ensure you are breaking down your loads to max specs.
Combat alert.
Marked. Vectoring in. EOS dialed. Moving in. Green line confirmed. System. Fleet. Interceptor lead. In position and standing by. Ready. Contact. Corvette closing.
What
Adjust.
the hell?
We copy. Move complete. Contact. Strike craft.
Okay, just one left.
Confirmed kill. Corvette destroyed.
Destroyed.
Good. Systems go. Send.
One got jumped, but I don't really care about that.
Receiving. Confirm that.
Corvette destroyed.
Destroyed.
Roll in and watch. Enemy Corvette contact. Close the range. Scratch a Corvette.
Are you not shooting? Shoot!
Attacking strike craft.
Carrier is in contact. Engaging enemy strike craft.
Combat alert.
How do I scan it?
Hostile track.
Okay, so
Corvette
that
closing
is a unit cap for everything. Neat.
Send message.
Critical hit. Enemy Corvette destroyed. Engaging
What
Corvette.
the hell?
Let's go.
Watch your breath.
Send. Hostile Corvette destroyed. DC, this is Recon Lead. Requesting dock. Receiving.
What's supposed to
Copy
scan
your
it?
last. Move complete. Copy defensive. Awaiting orders. Ready. Flight is on station. We're ready. Marked. Vectoring in.
Ready to copy.
Systems go. Where do you want us, lead?
What do I need to scan it?
Ready.
Do I need you? That appears to be a piece of carrier.
Receiving. Confirm.
Combat alert.
Yes, I know. What are you? Why is the interface breaking? Okay.
Over here. Watch the cross.
Engaging enemy corvette. Watch return fire.
It's not letting me select. There we go.
Ready. Line them up. Close the range.
Objective complete. New enemies will continue to arrive until you decide to move on to the next mission.
Command.
Okay.
Carrier holding position on mark.
Is that it?
Go for interceptor.
Carrier
What if I say no,
Go.
fam? Oh, they fought him right into the... Yeah, that was a mistake.
Going defensive.
Trying to save them before they burn out.
Firing.
Actually, you should be able to
We have
outrun that.
contact. Corvette.
Okay, maybe not.
Defensive fire only. Recon here.
Is he pursuing? Whoa, 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 what the fuck are you
We
doing?
copy. Enemy
No?
Corvette engaging. Stay loose. DC, this is recon lead. Requesting dock.
Position marked.
Trying to form my shit up. That went very, very quickly.
Heading confirmed. Adjust.
Which yellow bar? I don't... Can I not stay and do more? That looks cute. What happens if I stay? Do I get screwed?
Carrier comms open. Send. Helm, adjust for new course.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna
Ready.
redo this shit.
Systems go. Send. Route. Understood.
Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to micro.
Move complete. Interceptor holding. Go for
Kick my ass. Come on. Oh, we're out of money.
Send trap.
Combat alert.
Command. Carrier holding station.
Received.
Receiving.
Ready. Interceptor reads. Quick fire.
I don't need to
Awaiting
hit the
orders.
button. Actually, I might because I'm out of resources, but you know.
Ready. Ready
I
to
just
go.
ordered you to move.
We have contact.
And there's
Enemy
enemies there,
Corvette.
so I want to stop them.
Coming down.
Corvette down. I'm locked up. Go. Critical hit. Corvette in weapons range. Engaging. Contact Corvette ID confirmed. Go for interceptor. Scratch one enemy Corvette. Control.
Under attack. Enemy strike craft. What's the call?
Alright, I'm gonna bypass that, then go for the
There's no rain
resources.
on the hull.
Stations adjust. Engaging Corvette. Send message.
Alright, memorizing these hotkeys is gonna be a pain in the ass, but that's fine.
Ready.
I don't know if there's a way to retire anything, though. That's the weird part.
Contact. Enemy strike craft. Go for intercept. DC. Interceptor lead. Echo back with SLS. Corvette in range. Engaging.
Carrier engaging at
Corvette has us in sight. We're exposed.
That's a problem.
Targeting Corvette. Resource operation.
fleet carrier. Contact. Hostile Corvette.
We have contact. Corvette.
Enemy Corvette.
Enemy Corvette. Targeting.
Yeah, so I'm overextended now because of that. I don't know why he's not dealing with that.
Target down.
Send transmission.
Okay.
Cycle target. Send it.
Oh, carriers have dead, huh? That was quick. Yeah, whatever. It's weird. There was a yellow progress bar for the mission? Yeah. Well, I didn't see it, so... It's weird. Interface is a lot to take in. They kind of just throw you to the wolves with that, but then again, it's a beta, so it makes sense. Feels weird. Oh. Oh, and I keep the fleet. Which, I guess is fine, but at the same time... Wow.
Sizable incarnate forces incoming. They are pushing further into friendly space. Higaran Command suspects there is an incarnate base within this sector.
Wonder if you can eventually blow
Engage
that base
hostile
up.
forces and plot a route to their base of operations. We must find and destroy this base.
Neat, okay. Alright. I think I'm done for the evening. Again, I'm just giving it an hour. I wanted to set up my UI to make sure it wasn't as effed, you know? But Cute Candy, thank you for the blanket raid. I just got really caught up in trying to figure this game out, you know? But we'll see. I'll get it to level 10 by the end of the beta and explore. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Cooperate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Have a good one.